there everybody, Chris from Orlando here, and today let's take a trip on our little rocket ship as we take a look at one of the most iconic rides in all of Disney, Space Mountain. The granddaddy of all e-ticket attractions, Space Mountain is the crown jewel of Tomorrowland, causing people to fear decapitation since 1975. Seriously, you think those tracks are close together as you're zooming past? You should see them with the lights on. So take your protein pills and put your helmet on as we take a look at working at Space Mountain. And before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more behind the scenes videos, including our upcoming anniversary live stream / giveaway. Where to start with Stella? Oh yeah, first I'll probably refer to Space Mountain as Stella throughout the video. This is because Stella is the nickname we've given Space Mountain. Because, you know, interstellar. Especially when she's being a grumpy old lady. The in-story name of Space Mountain is Starport 75, and is essentially just an intergalactic airport. So screw you, Star Tours, for stealing our gimmick. Now, out of all the attractions I've covered so far on this channel, Space Mountain is easily the one where you have to be constantly moving or everything falls apart. People will start causing a ruckus if there's even a sniff that you're not doing everything in your power to be at full capacity. And let me just say this, whenever there's a delay, it's rarely, if ever, the frontline cast members' fault. It's always a technical thing which is above our pay grade, or people just aren't following directions. Which brings us to our first position, which is, to this day, my least favorite position I've ever worked at, restraints. They're the ones who check your lap bars before you head into the ride proper. What's so bad about this position? It seems pretty chill. Well, it could just be me, but I hate it when people just ignore simple instructions, or worse, just do the opposite of what you need them to do. Hey there guys, just push up on your lap bar there. Stares blankly at me. Push up on your lap bar. Pushes down. Push up. Humps the freaking lap bar. You know what? Just hang on tight and hope you don't fall out. I know it might seem like a minor thing, but you have one job. One job! And there was almost always at least one person in the rocket not doing it. Come on, this is your safety you're talking about. Do you want to end up on the super dusty floor of the ride like a common pair of sunglasses? No! Wait, that's all? That's why you don't like restraints? Aren't you being a little over dramatic? Hey! Probably. We now move up a bit to the next position. Load. I'ma be honest, out of all the positions at space, this is probably the one where I zoned out the most. Or I could say, spaced out. I don't know if that works, cut it. You don't need to do much. Is everyone seated? Is the button green? Go ahead. It is kind of funny when people are like, oh, you didn't check your lap bars, I'm gonna die! What's less funny is when you get a big group, usually high schoolers, who feel the need to give high fives to the people waiting behind the gate while their rocket is moving. I shouldn't have to tell you that a stationary person reaching out towards a moving person might not be the best thing, so that's a station stop. After you tell them not to do that, you reset, and then they do it again immediately, because of course they did. Moving on to merge. Merge! The death sentence of cast members everywhere. And it's mostly the same with space. You see, space is always on the razor's edge between everything being mostly fine and, oh god, why is everything on fire? If left to our own devices, we can move everyone pretty well between our two tracks. But then something happens that isn't even our fault that can ruin the entire day. So, picture it. You have a fast pass for, I don't know, Pirates of the Caribbean. But unfortunately, the ride is down during your time. So you get a replacement fast pass that can be used at most other attractions at the park. Hey, Space Mountain always has a long wait. Let's go there. Congratulations! You just had the same thought as 70% of the people with the same fast pass, and now the line is out the door. It is even worse during lightning storms because, hey, Space Mountain is actually inside. Let's go! And now the cast members have to spend the rest of the day playing catch up. And of course, it rains almost every day in summer, so yeah, lots of fun to be had at Merge. And of course, the standby line is getting restless because you have to let a lot of fast pass through. You get your typical Karens and whatnot, but I remember one time a group tried to make the line go faster by just being as annoying as possible. Not in a may I speak to your manager kind of way, but want to hear the most annoying noise in the world? Kind of way. Although there was one thing that always was fun at Merge: catching line jumpers. You see this gate here? Not much to it, right? Well, a lot of people will see this gate, or just jump over the railings, to sneak into the fast pass line. After all, they scanned fast passes outside, so who's gonna know? Well, plot twist, you have to scan twice. There is no funnier sight than seeing someone who jumped lines see the second touch point and their joy just leave their face as they realize they fucked up. Some people just turn right around and accept their loss. Others try to BS their way through. Oh, they scanned us out front, and we scan you here. We left our magic bands outside. You'll need to go get them then. It might not show up because they totally scanned us outside. No, it will. This is where it gets taken off your account. The guy out front said it was good. I just called the guy out front. He said no. Get out of my line. Always felt great kicking line jumpers out. Now, I briefly want to talk about the positions out front of the line: greeter, fast pass entry, etc. Nothing about them in particular, but just how to get to them. You see, the Space Mountain break room is in the back, right by where the unload area is. And while it might be quicker nowadays to just walk through the exit tunnel with the rest of the guests, back when it was a moving walkway, you could probably get stuck on it and it was much easier to just walk around. Option 1, run across the train tracks. Again, probably easier now that the train is under refurbishment for 2 years, but back when it was running, you could end up waiting there a while if your timing was off and the train is moving. Option 2, you can use a secret sideway that takes you near one of the tracks and is actually used for storage by the techs. Like there's ride vehicles for Barnstormer and some of the animals with Jungle Cruise that no one will ever know is there. So, I guess what I'm saying here is, there's a secret tunnel through the mountain. Secret tunnel. You also need to use one of these methods to get to and from work every day, since Stella isn't connected to the Utilidor, which is the subject for another video for another day. Next, we have Unload, where the most unique thing there is taking rockets off / putting them on the track. When we send rockets back to storage for the night, you might think we push a button and the rocket goes into its assigned spot or something like that. Nope, we have to push those things ourselves. Now, it might be because I'm built like a Greek god, but moving those rockets isn't as hard as you might think. I can move them with only one of my mighty arms. The thing was like a puzzle though, with you having to switch between 2 tracks, and the techs always wanting this rocket on this part of the track, or so help me! So, if you like a good puzzle while flexing on them haters, closing Unload is for you. And finally, we come to my favorite position: Tower. You know that random structure that separates fast pass and standby lines and says Control Tower on it? Yeah, there's actually people in there, so please tell your 6-year-old to not bang on the walls. Tower is where you get to sit back, relax, and just watch them screens while occasionally pushing one button. At least until something goes horribly wrong, in which case you're in charge of keeping everything from falling apart. But most of the time, it's the former. And with 2 tracks, you'll always have a buddy in there with you, which can make or break the 45 minutes you'll be spending in there. You'll either be chatting with your best bud, or sitting there in awkward silence until one of you gets bumped out. Oh man, this is getting long. I still have so much more to say. Guess I'll have to save that for next week. This week was a basic overview of working at Space Mountain, whereas next week, you'll get the weird and interesting stories. So be sure to subscribe to Chris from Orlando so you can see it when it goes live. And don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoyed it. I'm Chris from Orlando, and the music in the Star Tunnel is absolute fire. Take care, y'all. One love. Don't hurt nobody.